Don't get iPhone 17. Don't get it. I really don't think we need to be upgrading our phones every freaking year, especially with the announcement of iPhone 17 Pro, Pro Max, iPhone Air. Ooh, new. Just normal iPhone 17. I mean, they're all new looking, but what's actually different about them? I mean, why you need a new iPhone anyway? What you gonna do with it? I'm kind of talking to myself here, but I'm also talking to y'all. Are you really going to take ProRAW video on your iPhone? Like, let's be real. I've had that capability on my 16 Pro, and I think it was on the 15 Pro too. I actually can't remember, because all these iPhones are freaking blurring together. All these freaking phones are starting to look and act identical. And yeah, these new phones have a new design, and there's a new cosmic orange color for the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max. There is no black color for a Pro model with iPhone 17 Pro Max, 17 Pro. There's no black model, and I want a black iPhone, damn it. The only one that seems interesting to me is the iPhone Air, because she's big and she's thinner than the 16 Pro and lighter. Thinner and lighter with a big screen like this, which is plenty big enough for me. Like, actually, the 16 Pro is actually a little bit too big for me. I could do with a smaller phone. I don't want a big phone anymore. Why are phones still the size of like a hippopotamus's ass? But seriously, the iPhone Air actually seems kind of cool, but it's $1,000. Like, do I want to start another iPhone upgrade plan commitment for an entire 2 years for another new iPhone when it's basically going to be the same interface? Not basically, it's going to be the same interface on all these phones. Like, iOS 26 is coming to all these phones. Apple Intelligence will be the same on all these phones. It'll still be crappy. Like, Siri still sucks on all these phones. The 16 Pro, like, look at this damn phone. It is still like new, basically. It works perfectly fine. Like, the cameras are good enough for what I do. I don't even take like a crazy amount of photos on my phone anyway. I don't need another level of true depth HDR and stuff. I just want my photos to look less like iPhone photos. Apple always shows these photos of like model looking people with like a flowing piece of fabric or whatever, and they're like, check out this detail. And it's actually quite miraculous that you can use something this small to take photos and videos that look that good. I use my iPhone to take dumb photos of my dogs and like pictures of trash on the ground. Like, I do not need 48 megapixels of trash on the ground. I do not need every freaking detail. I mean, it's cool, but if you don't treat them and stuff, they still look like iPhone photos because of the processing and the surreal, like the HDR is too much. Everything looks like AI these days. We don't need even more digital processing on our photographs. They look like further and further away from reality, from the truth. And if I was going to be really impressed by an iPhone camera, I would actually tone down all this HDR and true depth or whatever, fusion, the internal processing of the photos, so we don't see every freaking detail in the shadows and every single detail of highlights. I don't need that. I need to lurk in the darkness. Like, bring me back shadows and be one in the dark. There is a new center stage camera on the front of the iPhone 17 series. It automatically rotates when you have another person in your selfie shot. I guess that's cool. Is it $1,000 worth of cool? The display's basically the same on these new phones. Battery life is a little bit better. They're always like, all day battery life and this and that. Battery life is fine. It's been fine on like every iPhone for the last several years. I just don't think we need to upgrade our phones every year. We don't. If you have something like an iPhone 14 Pro, you're not going to notice that much of a difference. Maybe you will. The speed will be a lot faster. The camera's maybe a little bit better, and the glass isn't gonna crack as much. But check this out, y'all. I've used this phone for an entire year almost. No case, no screen protector. I haven't babied this phone. It looks fine. The back looks totally fine. It basically looks almost like a new phone. The new versions of the iPhones, the 17s, it's even more shielded from your surroundings, which is cool. I'm glad Apple's adding more and more each time, but like each one of these little updates, like the A19 chip, is it really going to make that much of a difference? Everything seems like instant basically on the 16 Pro. What are we going to notice that's actually different enough to warrant an upgrade? One thing that is cool about the 17 models is they finally are giving you at least 256 gigabytes on the low end. The 16 Pro started with 128, which is what I have, and that fills up pretty quickly. Do I need to spend $1,000 to get twice as much storage on my iPhone when this one isn't even maxed out? No. The 17 Pro is also a little bit heavier than the 16 Pro, and the 16 Pro is already heavy enough. That's what I'm saying. If I did any new upgrade this year, it would be the iPhone Air, because that is 5.82 ounces versus the 16 Pro, which is 7.03 ounces. The 17 Pro is 7.27 ounces. I don't want a heavier phone. This one's heavy enough. I already don't even want to take my phone with me everywhere, so this is fine. And I think that's really what it comes down to is the 16 Pro works for what I'm doing. Display quality is incredible. The battery life is totally fine, gets me through the day easily with normal use. It's a little banged up, a little scratched up, but you know what? It gives it a little character. So if you're out there and you're like, should I upgrade? Honestly, unless your battery is completely failing you or your screen is like cracked to oblivion. And if you're curious about new technology, get the new iPhone, upgrade. I don't know, I'm not convinced. Apple, stop giving us these incremental ass updates. Y'all can do better. Y'all have enough money. This is a cool advance, I guess, in technology, but it's not a leap. Give us a leap. Like, give us something that we're like, oh damn, I can't resist. Because I'm not feeling it with these new iPhones. Are you? Are you, batch? But let me know what you think in the comments. Are you going to be upgrading to the iPhone 17 series? Or are you going to stick with it for the phone you already have? And let me know which phone you're actually using right now in the comments down below. And if you watched all the way to the end of this video, leave an orange emoji down in the comments. Be sure to smash all the buttons, subscribe, like, all that stuff down below, and I will see you in the next video.